Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 56, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Bucs, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at these LA Chargers, champions of the AFC, making just their second Super Bowl appearance, but they're trying to do something that the Bucs were able to do last year, which is win a Super Bowl in your home stadium.
And how about that? Because the Buccaneers pulling it off, and the funny part about them, they had been on the road the entire playoffs, but got the Super Bowl in their home stadium. Now here the Chargers trying to make it 2 in a row, hoping this game will turn out a little bit better than their first Super Bowl appearance, a 23-point loss to San Francisco in Super Bowl 29.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team, and we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Fighting through at the 25. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Here we go.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. There's the stiff arm. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
On first down, it's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Touchdown! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason.
Still 1st down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Brady to throw. His throw incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and that'll bring up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady to throw again.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. DeAndre Carter back deep. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
They'll hand off here to Eckler.
A beautiful fake. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
48 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Come on, let's get him! Hey, keep it going, dog. Keep it going. Let's go. All right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A handoff to Fournette. He can't get him down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Brady.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. From the gun, it's Brady. Caught on the slant. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
Get ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's a give to Fournette, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Gets around him. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A shotgun give to Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. Powering forward. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a play fake, Brady. He completes it to Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Shrugs him off. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, back to Fournette.
A nice little juke, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Fournette.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Leonard Fournette.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point try now for Suckup. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 18. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end.
The 40. 30. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett, 82 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Leonard Fournette. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Brady going to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
From the 39, Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Brady to Evans on the slant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Fournette, a first down carry. Runs over him. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Evans has it left side. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady now to throw. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
To throw is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Leonard Fournette
as the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 21-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
DeAndre Carter returning it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Bucs, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Brady, throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On the run, it's Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Fournette. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady.
A pass underneath for Fournette. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Fournette running out of the gun. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
2nd down and 3.
Now Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Brady to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. Touchdown!
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in the Super Bowl.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead now up to 14. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert rumbling past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 68 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Brady. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
2nd and 10 here in the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 56. On the draw, this is Fournette, able to slither by, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Herbert throwing again.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On the screen, this is Eckler. Oh, look at the juke. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert.
He's got McKinney complete to his tight end.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught.
Personal foul. This is lucky pass.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over.
And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Brady now on 1st down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Fournette. Ooh, with a juke. Bulldozes past him.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A handoff to Fournette. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Suckup. This for the lead in the final stages. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal.
Here's Carter now on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Herbert and the Chargers down 31-28, 56 seconds to go. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on 1st down. Herbert going to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Herbert.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Joe Tryon
In there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Now Herbert.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. With 1 second to go, this just sent us to overtime. And no, he missed it. Heartbreak on the final snap of the Super Bowl. And in a wild finish, this game and this season is over. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.